Hey, what's going on, guys? Ben Nyhart here, Bayou Mortgage Guy, Nations Lending Mandeville. So I always get asked the question, Ben, what does it take to know if I qualify to buy a house? Or how do I know if I could qualify to buy a house? Well, whenever I'm asked that question, I always say, let's go ask the CIA. And no, I'm not talking about that CIA. I'm talking about this CIA right here. I'm talking about your credit, your income, and your assets. Those are going to be the three biggest determining factors on whether or not you can buy a house. Now, the reason we have credit up here at the top is because credit is going to be the most important factor. Because without credit, income and assets aren't going to really matter. So we want to know what your credit score is, and a good baseline to start out is 580. If your credit score is a 580 or above, you can qualify to buy a house. Now, that being said, the higher your credit score, the more loan programs that's going to open up for you, the better terms as far as interest rate goes, that's going to do for you. But a 580 is good enough to buy a house. So the next thing we want to know is your income. What have you been doing for the past 2 years? We want a 2-year verifiable job history. You don't have to be on the same job for 2 years, but we do want to know what you've been doing for the past 2 years. Have you been in the same industry? What type of income do you have? And that income is going to ultimately determine how much house you can afford. So that's why we want to know what your income is, because we want to know what kind of payments you can afford for your new house. Now, that being said, I always like to throw out there for my newly graduated college students that don't think, oh, well, I don't have a 2-year verifiable job history. Can I get a house? Yes, you can, because your education is going to be your employment. So if you were in school and you just recently graduated and you have a steady job, we can use your schooling as your verifiable job history. So just keep that in mind. I always like to throw that out there to my college students so you can buy a house too. And then the last thing we want to know is your assets. Well, you may be thinking, man, I don't have any money in my checking or my savings account. I don't have any assets. Well, they do have 0% down programs for you out there, but not everybody can qualify for that. So that's why we want to know what your assets are. So the checking, the savings account, and then also have down here 401k. So you may be like, I don't have any money in my checking or my savings account, but you may have that 401k that you've been contributed to for 5 years, and you can use that money for a down payment for a house. So that's why we want to know what assets you have, because we want to know maybe that 0% down program is not right for you, or maybe you can't qualify for it, and we want to know, hey, we need money for down payment or for closing costs, and that's where we can get it from. We can get it from your checking, your savings, or 401k, or any kind of investment account. So, guys, if you have any questions about this, or you're on the fence and you say, maybe I do qualify, maybe I don't, call me. I want to help you. I want to put a game plan together for you. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. And as always, if you want to follow me on social media, you can follow me at Bayou Mortgage Guy. Hope everybody enjoyed the video. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will talk with you soon.